ever felt like your life is completely off track? Like the reality you're living doesn't match the dreams or plans you had in mind? Maybe you're wondering, is this what God intended for me? John the Baptist, a man who once boldly proclaimed the coming of the Messiah, found himself asking that same question in prison. His story might just hold the answer to the doubts you're wrestling with right now. Today, we're diving into Matthew chapter 11, verses 2 through 6. This passage recounts how John the Baptist, facing the crushing weight of unmet expectations, sends a question to Jesus. Are you the one who is to come, or should we expect someone else? Jesus' reply wasn't just for John, it's for you too. It's a reminder of where to look when life feels overwhelming. Here's the full scripture. Go back and report to John what you hear and see. The blind receive sight, the lame walk, those who have leprosy are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the good news is proclaimed to the poor. Blessed is anyone who does not stumble on account of me. Sound familiar? Let's explore what this means for us today. In this video, you're going to discover why it's okay to doubt and how Jesus responds to it, how to find peace when your reality doesn't match your expectations, and a practical way to shift your perspective and recognize God's work in your life. Have you ever questioned if God's plan is really unfolding in your life? John the Baptist, a man of incredible faith, found himself locked in a prison cell, wondering if Jesus was truly the Messiah. Think about that. A man who baptized Jesus and witnessed miracles still ended up doubting. And when he expressed his doubts to Jesus, Jesus didn't rebuke him. Instead, he pointed to the evidence of his works. What this shows us is that doubt doesn't disqualify your faith. Rather, it's an invitation to seek clarity and deeper understanding. Peace comes from shifting your perspective. So let me ask you, when was the last time you were so focused on what wasn't happening that you missed what was? Like John, we often fixate on unmet expectations, thinking, why isn't God showing up the way I thought he would? But Jesus redirected John's attention to the evidence of healing, restoration, and good news all around him. Peace comes when you stop measuring life by your expectations and start looking for the fruit of God's work right where you are. However, that can ring hollow to a lot of us, because if you're like me, sometimes you struggle to see blessings in the middle of hardship. Is that you? I want you to picture a growing plant. At first, it seems like nothing is happening beneath the soil. But over time, you see the evidence. A sprout breaks through the surface. Jesus' response to John is like that. He's saying, look at the fruit, not the frustration. Start a daily habit of listing one way you see God working in your life. It could be as small as a kind word from a friend, or as big as a breakthrough in your most annoying struggles. And then Jesus ends his response to John with, blessed is anyone who does not stumble on account of me. Jesus knew that trusting him in certain times would be challenging, but he promised blessing for those who hold on. What if the very thing that you're doubting or questioning right now is the exact thing God is going to use to deepen your faith and bless you beyond what you had imagined? I hope that this message encouraged you. Don't forget to like, and I'd like you to comment what your one thing is that we talked about earlier. What's one way you see God working in your life? I want to hear about it. Have a great day.